of what on passive is, we remains to be seen.
With a single key, no need to remember, just let it be. SSS security, connecting seamlessly, no need to think. Navigate nowhere with a peace of mind. On passage, got your back. It's high time, no more hassle, no more confusion. Signing in once, a simple illusion. No more forgotten passwords, no more stress. So keep you moving, no more guess from website to website. Ease your life in this digital realm. Don't let security hide. Unlock your world with a single key. No need to remember, just let it be. SSL so secure and safe, connecting you seamlessly. No need to think, navigate nowhere with a peace of mind. On passwords, got your back. It's high time, no more hassle, no more confusion. Signing in once, a simple illusion. No more forgotten passwords, no more stress. So keep you moving, no more guess from website to website. Ease your life in this digital realm. Don't let security hide. Unlock your world with a single key. No need to remember, just let it be. Access on so secure and safe, connecting you seamlessly. No need to think, navigate nowhere with a peace of mind. On passwords, got your back. It's high time, no more hassle, no more confusion. Signing in once, a simple illusion. No more forgotten passwords, no more stress. SSO keeps you moving, no more guess from website to website. Ease your life in this digital realm. Don't let security hide.
Karma's a bitch.
Hi, Red. Hand it over to Red. So Andy, Red seems to be all right.
Here he
Can you
is.
hear us, Red?
He's a little bit slower today.
Hello, everyone, and how are you all doing today? I hope that you are all having a fabulous Friday. Today, I'm going to be reacting to the Empowerment Network, and we're hearing from Andy Burks and Red Redford, of course. You know, we have to hear from Red, and we will also be hearing from, Comfort Cunfor, which I'm sure all of you are very, very happy about, right? Right? I knew it. I knew it. Albs is here. Good to see you. Wes is here and says that he doesn't want to see Burks' browsing history. What's that about, huh? What do you think's in there? Tiny Digger Diapers is here. Jelly Snack is here. Good to see you, Joe. Glad that you could make it. Jens is here. Good to see you as well. Sherry is here. Marty used Tiny Digger Diapers trademark. Red sitting on the toilet on passive is full of shit. I agree. Al with heart. And I believe that it's somebody's birthday today. Berks and Comfort couldn't imagine anything worse. You couldn't imagine anything worse, me either. You're here, but you'll be driving? All right, Chris. Well, I'm glad that you're here. This stream is very much brought to you by my amazing mods. The best way that you can support me and the channel is by becoming a member. And you can do that by hitting the join button on my channel, or you can go and click the link. It should be down in my description below. Yes, happy birthday to Mr. Level. Yes, happy birthday to Mr. Level. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. Level. Happy birthday to you. So everyone, wish Mr. Level a birthday. Maybe even Marty and Chris will end up wishing you a birthday. So the other day I posted a video just before bed. It was pretty late, so some of you might have seen it today. And it was called Unpassive is Massive Massive. You might hear a little teeny bit of drilling in the background because they are still doing work. It's not crazy loud. Also, we had to put the air in my daughter's room today. I don't want to go in there and have to turn it off and stream in there, so we're just going to have to deal with it. But it shouldn't be too bad. Hopefully you don't hear it too often, but if you do hear a buzzing in the background, that's what it is, just so that you know. Chris says that he wondered if Red was sitting on the toilet. A lot of you did. A lot of you did. No problem, Mr. Level. Everyone is wishing you a happy birthday. Yay! Red was hiding from his family? Maybe. Maybe Jane was like, listen, can you stop talking about Unpassive? So Unpassive is now not just massive. Now Unpassive is massive. So Unpassive being massive, I had released a video the other day, and it had kind of a fun little aspect to it. I hope all of you watched it until the very end, because even the outro was fun, I found. I worked hard on that one. That one was also brought to you by our members. And so when I released that video, the parts of Red that I played, which you guys saw a little snippet of in the intro here, just to give you a reminder, it's Oh Massive. Yes, it's Oh Massive. Wonderful. Yes, Joe's birthday is next Saturday. So we have to remember Joe's birthday. Alrighty? You love the Naysayers news segment. I'm so glad. I'm glad that you guys liked it. So yes, in the Naysayers news segment, there was basically Red being very silent because he seemed to have had problems on OConnect with the Stream Direct. It looked like he was trying to do, and it wasn't working with his sound. So before we get into the video today, I would just like to take a minute and just talk about the silence. There were 2 videos that were released on Red's channel. Each of them were about a minute or much shorter, and they were in complete silence. So like I said, I used them in my video. So if you didn't see this video, do go check it out after the stream, and then you will understand everything that I'm talking about. But basically, Red came on looking kind of distressed, and we used it. Was that John Barilla doing most of the talking in that video, or did it just sound that way because of the copyright protection you put in? No, that is their AI, allegedly. So I don't know. You know, it did sound like John Barilla, though. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Hello, Violet. I'm so glad that you're here. Is he distressed or constipated, right? Yeah, he looked a little bit upsetty spaghetti, we'll say. So I decided to go down to the comment section because I was interested in what people were saying in the comments, because as we know, this is a cult. It's a commercial cult of personality, as I call it, where it is an MLM cult, but it's also very much this weird cult surrounding Ash Mufara being seen as an all-powerful being like God. Apparently he was sent by God down to make on Bassov to save humanity. You know, Critical Thinker, good to see you. They were the most informative videos Red has put out as of today. Red, when's that damn prune juice going to kick in? Yeah, so I was like, let's go and see what the comments were. There wasn't really a spot for it in yesterday's video. It wouldn't have been as funny, I don't think. So I thought that we would just cover some of the comments underneath these videos that were left. So someone said, thanks, Red, with a heart. Not really sure what they're thanking him for. It was literally silence. I guess just for showing his face. That's nice. Somebody else said, hello, brother Red Redford. Heart, 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 heart. And then the party emoji. And, you know, I'm like, okay, yeah, they're saying hi to him. He did kind of show up, right? I mean, he didn't say anything, but he's there, so they can say hi to him. You thought it sounded just like John Barilla? At least your non-Canadian goose a boot destroyed yours. Maybe not. I'm not God, but God did tell me to get $97 off. Yeah, pretty much, right? So, you know, Levi here is just saying hello. So that's not really anything too much. Then this person says, in it to win it. Thanks, Mr. Ash Mufara and Thick Team. I like to think that he was calling Red thick, but maybe that's just me. And then there was this person saying, great recap as always. You got everything Ash said in 18 seconds, which is very humorous because that's our Mike E. So I enjoyed that. That was complete sarcasm. And I mean, Ash really did say a whole bunch of nothing, didn't he? So I guess Red did represent it well. This person says, we can hear you, Red, because he had coughed, and we did hear him cough during these videos. This guy says, best video yet. And I don't know how to take him. I want to hope that he's being sarcastic, but we're getting a bit deeper into these silent video comments at this point, you know? So this person said, thank you, mi amigo Red, and say hi to Sister Jane. God bless you and your precious blessing, family brethren. We are in it to win it together with humanity and charity. Shalom, brethren. Prayers, dove, hearts. So I guess that's nice. Yeah. Ash likes him thick. Right? They replied they have no connection with him anymore, and they are sad he went for this questionable Sam. So, this person comes in and says, hello, Red. I can see and hear you now. But I believe it was like at the end of the video when you can leave comments. Usually when people are streaming, you can't leave them a comment unless it's in their live chat until after the stream's over, and then you can comment underneath the stream. So that wasn't too helpful in the moment. And then this person says, great 360 with Mr. Ash. Thank you, Mr. Red, for your update. Smile, smile, smile. And now I'm like, okay, now this person, I feel, is actually being serious. So are they just not watching the videos and just assuming that Red gave a quick update and commenting that? Like, what is going on? And then this person says, most informative update on the status of On Passive that Red has given in a long time. And oh, Violet, dear Violet, how I love you. But he didn't even say nothing. I think they were joking, but I got a kick out of that. Much love to you, Violet. And then finally, I found John Barilla in the comment section. You guys were just talking about good old John Barilla, right? Right. So he comes in and he goes, this isn't going so well, is it? heart. And I'm like, John, how dare you be so negative about On Passive and On Passive Connect live streams? How dare you? And he says, maybe I'll catch replay later, or maybe we'll have better luck tomorrow. Heart. And I was like, aw, it's nice to hear from John. And that was the comment section of the silent video. So there were a couple people that maybe did just kind of go and comment without watching the videos, which I found telling, because sometimes, like, I wonder about a lot of the comments if they're bots. Some of them seem to be, right? Like people that just come in and say, I love On Passive and On Passive family, but they're not actually listening to the fact that we're the naysayers over here and I'm being critical of them right now. But for some reason, they're leaving like comments like this just because I have maybe the word On Passive in my description or title of my video or showing in the thumbnail. Right? Usually I have like hashtag On Passive review as one of my hashtags. So they just kind of show up and then do love bombing of On Passive during the streams. And you know, I personally find that extremely telling.
We interrupt this special program to bring you some breaking news. This is Naysayers News. One mission, one community, one assailant. Keeping you up to date with all the On Passive scam nonsense. Take it away, Beth.
Thanks, Bob. Today we have some breaking news from On Passive about their O-Trim product. Let's hear what they have to say.
With O-Trim's sophisticated spam URL identification feature, you can safeguard both your audience and your internet visibility. Get your free O-Trim. Simply register at www.coolzone.ai.
That's right, you heard it here first, folks. No one likes spam, instead eat ham. Now, back to you, Queen of Karma.
This is Naysayers News. One mission, one community, one assailant. Keeping you up to date with all the On Passive scam nonsense.
Thank you for that, I guess. Sorry, guys. But yeah, anyway, I hope that you had a fun time going through the comments with me. Alp says, yay, a John Barilla sighting. He's got me blocked most places. Oh my. John gets pretty passionate. Hey, Mark. Good to see you. Playing catch up just back from the birthday. Yes. Happy birthday to her. Tell me when she is near, and I'll also sing happy birthday to her because I just sang happy birthday to Mr. Level as well. John is such a typical Hollywood heartthrob. Maybe. Is he a naysayer now? Oh, maybe. Maybe he is. Maybe he is. Critical says, have you noticed that most of the positive comments under Red's videos are from India and area? Think he blocks most Western comments as he feels they are negative. I mean, that's the thing, right? And that's kind of why On Passive preys on the areas that it does, because they don't know as much about technology as what maybe Western society would know. I know. So let's get into let's get into this video.
Hi guys, welcome back. Thank you for joining again. It's been a long silence for about a week. I'm happy we're back. Thank you, Red and Andy, for joining me this evening.
Again, that feeling of obligation to having to stream every day. She's like, oh, I'm so sorry I haven't been here for a week, right? Hello, Agent Shilbot. Good to see you. Massive.
Hi, Red.
You're welcome.
All right.
Hi, how you doing?
Hello.
Good to be here once again, Comfort. Always enjoy coming on your show.
Yeah, sure. Thanks. Same here. Hi, Andy.
Hi, I seem to be part of the furniture, so I love it anyway.
Yes, sure. So Red is happy to join you and me all the time because we're the furniture of this very room. So thank you.
Absolutely.
So guys, as you can see, we just invite everyone to join in the chat. Drop your comment in the chat section, and of course we'll highlight it and let's see what you have in mind. So the topic says on passive will make all affiliates look like experts, and we hand it over to Red. So Andy, Red seems to be all right.
Here he
Can you
is.
hear us, Red?
He's a little bit slower today.
Yeah, if he's slow, Red, maybe you want to log out and then come back again. Guys, just go ahead, drop your comments, what you think about the topic before we hear what Andy and Red will be saying.
Oh, here he
Red,
is.
can you hear us or just all right?
He muted
We
me.
can't.
Yeah, hopefully,
Yeah, we can't-
hopefully everything's okay, Nate. I just changed
Yes,
over my
yes.
my router's not working very well, so I've gone onto my phone. Anyway, why do we all three of us here believe that being the affiliate in on passive is going to make you guys the hero? And why do we believe this, especially because of on passive? I think you need to cast your minds back really.
Right? Like, why are you having these audio problems on live streams, Red? You should know by now. Yay, Ella's here! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday, dear Ella Poppy! Happy birthday to you! Woo!
To when we all joined, or the people who joined as a founder for sure, what the whole purpose of on passive was. It really is for the 98% who haven't really done or been successful online. Why is that?
Because if people were successful online, this is not at all the place that they would be going to. Is that why? I think that's why.
Basically because we can't market, or we're not very good at marketing. We don't know our way, particularly around the internet, what tools, what products we need to be able to, even if we could do those marketings, what areas we're going to market into. How do you actually get that traffic to come and have a look at what you're trying to sell? All of these things are...
I really can't argue him because most of the people there, they don't know this. The problem is neither does Ash Mufara. Right? So
are reasons why only 3 or 4% at the top of that tree can actually succeed as far as network marketing is concerned online.
yeah. And again, what is on passive really doing to change that? Because when you describe the company business model and based on what the affiliate agreement says in it and everything like that, right? It sounds the exact same as all other MLMs. So, like, what specifically about it is different that makes you think that this one will be different, besides the fact that this one is Ash Mufara's? Just like I've said in the past, I'm not going to accept that as an answer. See, that's when we get into the cult of personality territory, right? When, like, Ash can do no wrong, and the main thing that's amazing about this alleged tech company, instead of it being the tech products, which is what it should be, it becomes all about this movement, as they also like to call it, by the way, movement, right? That comes in and, like, literally, it's just praising Ash. You know, like, that's why it's like the cult of personality aspect is there, right? In it to win it. Like, the cult of personality aspect is in there. Because it's like, I don't want to hear, oh, well, it's going to be different because Ash runs it. That doesn't tell me shit. You know? Like, what specifically about how this business is running? Like, are you going to be the first MLM where the money's going to flow down the pyramid? You know, because that might be something you could sort of look into. But otherwise, it's literally the exact same. So there's nothing that tells us it'll be any different than these other ones that you claim only 3% of people can be successful in. So you think that when you say that, you would kind of clue in that like that's true for here too.
Whether it be an MLM business, network marketing, direct sales, they all fall exactly into the same pot as far as getting what you are trying.
Direct sales is not the same as multi-level marketing and network marketing. Most direct sales is attached to legitimate companies and businesses that do products, and a lot of actual direct selling. You're selling the product for the company, for the business, or you're selling a service for the business. And you're not recruiting people underneath you. Okay, that's the difference between like just a direct selling company, which a lot of companies could be described as, if they have people that are selling on the floor for them, like they have a sales floor, you know, which most big corporations do. But again, it's the money flow. Does the money flow up the pyramid, or does the money flow down the pyramid? Because they want to say that all businesses are shaped like a pyramid. Fine, whatever. But it's the money flow that matters here. So again, unless that's different, like you are an MLM and you're not direct sales, which is, like I said, kind of a separate thing. They don't recruit people and the money still runs down.
To do out there to the general public so that they click on your link and then go on to purchase something that you are offering. Now, that has always been the number one thing that people are trying to achieve. So where does Unpassive come into all this? Like I said, for those that are founders, one of the reasons that people joined as a founder in that early bird position was to be able to enhance themselves by a company called Unpassive that is going to do all of what I've just described, hard legwork for us. Now, that has not changed. Yes, the business model of Unpassive has changed over the period of time that we have been involved with it, but the whole ethos has not changed. We already know, for instance, that as an affiliate, you are going to get a domain name, you are going to get a website that is completely designed for you by the company. All of your links are going to be added into that website. All of the products that you have purchased.
Are they going to have access to all 560 links that they keep adding to the web page too?
You're going to resell will be added into that website. And then guess what? The company go out and start marketing those websites on your behalf.
But here's the thing. The company's been marketing themselves as a whole as a company for years, okay? And this is kind of like the best you've done so far. I don't think anyone else is joining.
This is why being an affiliate is going to make such a difference. Yes, there is customers that are going to just use the products, use the services of Unpassive, but this is for the people that want to make some money. This is for the people that have...
But I thought that Unpassive wasn't about the money. Is it about the money or is it not about the money? Why do we keep going back and forth? One day it's all about the money. The next day it's not about the money. It's about saving humanity. You know?
Joined Unpassive to make the passive income that they are looking for.
Oh, Lord.
On top of that, guess what else we're going to get? We're going to get a thing called targeted traffic. Now,
wait,
what is targeted traffic? I can hear you saying it. Traffic's traffic, isn't it? Well, no, it's not. I'll give you a very good example
beep, beep.
of what exactly targeted
You're in a
traffic is.
Jam.
Everyone's got a mobile phone, right? You only have to search something or sometimes only even be talking about something.
Listen, guys, everyone has a mobile phone today. We're going to sell an app for a mobile phone. That means everybody's going to get our app. No, it doesn't. It doesn't mean that. All right? That's not how it works. You should know. You literally say things like only the 3% make it, which is a pretty accurate. I'd argue that it's usually 2% or less. But that's the thing, is that's why there's something that they call the 2% rule. And that's like, you should have about 2% you can depend on. All right? So it's like you'd be lucky to have 2% of the people that have phones get your app. Really?
You go onto social media, what do you see pop up?
Right? There's no real marketing. Right, Ella? It's like they do these extravagant marketing campaigns, but they don't fucking mean anything. And they don't matter. So, like, they might have pretty lights. It's like the booth, right? Like we were talking about the other day with the stupid Jitex booth, and they got the award, and it's like, it doesn't mean anything. The same with their marketing. They market when you can't even join the company or buy their products, and it'll be some stupid, extravagant thing, like buying the naming rights to some train station in Dubai, which isn't even in the main routes that people take. All right, it's kind of like an off, out of the way station. Not everyone's going to pass through there. It's not on the main route, allegedly. All right. So it's like, why? Why are we wasting money and time on this? Or like the stupid Ferris wheel. Like you guys brought that up too the other day. That Ferris wheel that doesn't even work. But yeah, we'll say that we put an ad on it. Like, okay. But they won't do it in America. They won't put an ad in Canada. They won't even put an ad in like the UK. It's like, what's wrong? You would think that if they were actually dead serious and they actually all did believe this, that they would be trying to buy commercials in everything.
On the adverts there. Exactly the thing that you've either searched or even just talked about. That is targeted traffic. The algorithms now that are used within AI and artificial AI and the mobile devices now pick up on what people...
Did you hear, Gary? It's now massive. Yeah. So it'll be massively viral.
Are actually looking for. Why? Because you stand a far better chance of somebody clicking on that because they're looking for it or they're talking about it. This is where AI comes into it. With On Passive, as an affiliate, we're tapping into that market. And on top of that, if that's not enough for you as an affiliate, there is going to be the ability to purchase extra targeted traffic so that you can send even more people to your websites.
All right, I was hoping he was going to actually explain how the AI plays a role in this, but once again, it's just like, oh, the targeted traffic, that's where the AI comes in. It's going to make sure that you get targeted traffic. And I'm like, yeah, thanks for explaining. That definitely explained the whole thing to me. I completely understand the role of AI in your company now.
What does this mean in reality? It means
nothing. That's the problem, Red. It means fucking nothing. You've literally said nothing.
Eyes on your business. Yes, On Passive is going to be your business. If you are an affiliate in On Passive, you have your very own little business.
Right, and it's not even like this is the first technology MLM either, by the way. Right, there's other ones. I mean, a lot of these guys were in one called GDI. So it's like, you should know that there are cheaper options out there already that are just like you're saying what you want to be, right? Because they're not it yet. Let's admit it. They're not even there yet. That's part of the problem, right? So it's like, nothing here is new or innovative. On Monday, we're actually going to talk about the history of AI because I find it really fascinating. And I didn't even realize how long AI has actually been around for. I think it might shock you. And you guys are going to understand, if you don't know, just how out of touch this is. You know, that's more for the people in On Passive that are watching me than you guys. Like, that's what I mean, though. I want to put it in a way so that at the end of Monday's stream, you guys are all going to be going, holy hell. On Passive is like way behind. Way behind. And way more expensive than they have to be. We've already talked about a little bit, just even in terms of Zoom pricing versus O-Connect pricing, right? But it's actually ridiculous.
In a box. The only difference is it's all in one place. You don't have to be like everyone else, having to get a bit from this website, another bit from that website.
Here he says it's like me selling my elderly neighbor's oxygen breathing rights, right? It's pretty much just as grimy, yeah.
Another bit from down here to be able to market online, to get eyes on your products so that people buy it. With On Passive, that is all done for you. And this is why I believe that being an affiliate in On Passive is going to be such a sought after position because of the done for you element of it. Back to you, Comfort.
Back to you, Comfort, he says. And again, now it's a done for you thing. That's something else that they keep going back and forth on. All right. Do I have to be engaged? And do I have to put work into this in order to expect a payout? Or is it all done for me and I can make money while I sleep? Like Sherry says, you know? Right, back to you.
Thank you. Thanks so much, Red, for the powerful introduction.
She's like so checked out. I don't even know if Comfort listens to them when they're talking. I swear they're like talking and she's sitting there going, damn, the weather's getting extra nice out. Do I need to shave my legs again? What am I doing for dinner tonight? I gotta try to get to bed early. And then they like finish up. She's like, oh shit. Thank you. Thank you so much for what you just said. And every time that she like thanks them and then tries to describe what just happened, it will be the most generic compliment, right? Like, thank you. That was so powerful. So powerful, Red. Everything you just said. Amazing. All right, Andy, it's your turn. And you're like, okay, you didn't really, like, what was powerful about it? What did he say specifically that, like, you know, made you feel like you were on top of the world? And she just is just so generic. It's like, I do not think at all that she's fucking listening. Funny how they get upset about the spelling of On Passive, yet are not upset about not being paid their commissions in over 8 months, right? It's amazing the selective outrage they have. The same with like when they come and they write me all angry comments. I usually have at least a few of them under each video writing me angry comments, right? And I'll be like, dude, what the hell? Like, why are you getting mad at me for criticizing this thing? But then you don't care that they've owed you commissions. You'll just sit there and be like, it's okay. I trust in On Passive. I love them. Calm down there, Tiny Dinger. Calm down. The only AI in On Passive is Comfort. I'm sure she is the O-bot. She can't be human. Yeah, they're O-robot. Is that what it is? O-robot. I need to get a pedicure? Probably. My feet are awful. Hello, Smirk. So, yeah. I don't think Comfort's listening to them. It's just her same bullshit.
Production as usual, and of course, the all done for you element is always sounds like music to every ear. So over to you, Andy.
See? Oh, that's so amazing. It sounds like music to our ears. Whenever you speak, Red, it just sounds like absolute music to my ears. I'm so glad for you. All right, Andy, your turn. Andy Burks is an interesting person.
He's kind of stolen my thunder, to be fair, but but that's red for you. No, I think
much
I
to
think
begin
a
with,
good
then.
example of this is someone like Marty, because Marty has been marketing for 20 years. It has taken him 20 years to get to the position that they're now in. And I don't know what your
Yeah, and you guys all know that Marty is, of course, the king of marketing.
experience has been, Red, but mine has been appalling.
At least that on passive, anyway.
So when we were initially looking at trying to build the foundership or the early bird system, I spent thousands and got absolutely nowhere. So my skills regarding the marketing side of things is pretty non-existent. And for me, this is a breath of fresh air, as you quite.
So your skills are non-existent, but then you're going to be like depending on Marty to do your marketing for you? That just seems a little bit...
We interrupt your program to bring you another breaking news segment from Naysayers News. Sorry for any inconvenience. Now we go live to Beth again.
Thanks again, Bob. Do you wear your heart on your sleeve? Are you the type of person that loves to help other people? Well, nobody in On Passive is, but they sure want you to think they are. We have breaking news from the Marty DeGarmo channel right now. Let's hear what they have to say.
No one reaches success alone. A true leader helps others reach their success. This is the On Passive way. You can join On Passive, a company built with heart, simply by registering for free at www.coolzone.ai.
On Passive, still talking about helping everyone while not even helping one soul. Well, that was the latest news from Marty DeGarmo. Back to you, Queen of Karma.
This is Naysayers News. One mission, one community, one assailant. Keeping you up to date with all the unpassive scam nonsense.
Okay, well, maybe that was actually helpful. We were talking about Marty marketing, so there's that. Again, all of these guys, and Andy just kind of proved it for us, all of these guys look up to Marty and Chris, for some reason, Chris, even he says he doesn't know why, to kind of see what to do in this thing. How do you market your business? How much should you go live? What should you talk about when you go live, and etc. And Andy's like even treating Marty like he's some kind of marketing genius now. And I mean, I guess you guys have seen some of Marty's marketing. That was some that was just played somehow. So you guys can kind of understand it's a lot like the Bill Musk Productions. Sometimes I would even argue it's worse. Jelly Snack thinks that it's cringe, and I have to agree. I have to agree a little bit. Yes, Naysayer News. Yes, I'm in Ottawa, not Toronto. Don't do that to me.
Quite rightly pointed out, because at the end of the day, they're going to do the bits and pieces that I don't know how to or don't understand how to. Yes,
Okay.
I'm learning along the way, because I think that's important anyway.
You've been in this thing for like 6 years. How do you just sit around for 6 years watching these webinars and like not go and learn how to do some skills that you'd need to have in order to make this be successful, though? Like, no offense, but in this one, like in On Passive, you had nothing else to do. So, like, what has everyone been doing for 6 years?
And I pick up a lot of information, certainly from you guys and the OTech pros, etc. Just understanding how some of the products work makes it easier. Now, why does it make it easier? When you're speaking to somebody, and I'm sure everybody that's on here and is going to listen to this has got friends, even me. I've got a few. They don't talk to me
That's
very often, but
surprising.
I've got a few friends. But the thing is, when you understand a product and you know what your friends do for a living, I've got guys that now work remotely, so most of their business is done online from a point of view of a video conferencing scenario. Some of them are have to bring translators in because they deal with another country.
Another
And they pay
country.
exorbitant fees to use the system that they're currently using. Having a translator and using the video conferencing platform, which is very expensive anyway. So it's all of these
Right.
type of individuals that you can meet.
Yeah, Andy's an interesting dude. So Mark B says, Andy, the ex-pensions and finance advisor. I wish he helped me with my investments. I could have been an O-coin squillionaire by now if I'd only listened to him. You know? If you had only listened to Andy. Well, you see, Violet got a little bit interested one day. Wanted to find out what was going on with Andy because he was still listed on a website as having worked for a company that was called, Atlantica Wealth, I guess. So reached out to them just to let them know what was going on. And they said, thank you for your email and alerting us to this issue. Mr. Burks has not been a part of the Atlantica Wealth team for a number of years now. It is saddening to see his alleged part in this pyramid scheme. We were unaware that there was a version of our website with Mr. Burks still on as a member of our team. This is being rectified immediately. Again, thank you for bringing this to our attention. Please do let me know if you have any further questions regarding this. Kind regards, Warren Stain, who is like the head of the company over there. One of them. So I don't know when Andy lost that job, but he is no longer there, although he allegedly still kind of tries to pass off as if he is there out here on the interwebs. So he should also stop doing that.
If you think about it, if the more you learn about something like OConnect, as an example, the more you speak from a position of power and knowledge. Because I've been in financial services for many years, and I always loved speaking to the presidents, the vice presidents, the CEO.
Andy warned you 3 years ago not to leave on passive. How are you feeling about that decision today, Andy?
The COOs, the managing directors, because these guys are superb at their own job because they've got the business and they've worked this business, they've built up to that sort of level. When it comes to the knowledge that I have about financial services, they know nothing. So I'm standing from a position of power. Now, if you relate that to on passive and you learn as much as you possibly can about the products, about the blog, about how the system works, about AI and what there's so much information on the blog, guys, you cannot get through it all. And it's so interesting.
You really can. It's not that crazy. I bet we could sell ash farts in jars to these guys. Probably. Farts in jars. That sounds gross.
Stop going there.
To understand or know what's going on.
You're
there.
Said,
now you're in a position of power and knowledge. And once you've got that, it's not going to leave you. It's going to help you. So I love the system that's in place because at the end of the day, it does all the bits that I really don't know how to do. I've been a numbers guy all my life. I've got no clue when it comes to marketing. And as I said, it's cost me thousands.
Honestly, though, all you would have to do is post on your social media. I don't think it's all that hard. Is that just me? Because what marketing would you be doing right now anyway? Nobody can join. No one can buy anything.
over the last 4 or 5 years and
silly.
got absolutely nowhere. So this is where it excites me when you've got something like specific targeted traffic that we're going to be able to dip into at some point.
I know, Mr. Level.
And having our
I covered it. Person jars, heck, you could sell them NFTs of them, right? Right? Alps, thank you for the $5. Wait, Queen is selling her farts, asking for a friend. No, I'm not. But if I did, would you buy them?
our own real estate from a no domain point of view, so that we have everything on our website for them to offer to potential customers. Again, I didn't know how to set up a website. Okay, they make it easier and easier these days, but the information that I want to put on the website is never really something that's an easy way of.
I have a question though. Is your website going to change as often as the OnPassive main website changes? You know, I'm just wondering. Well, Mr. Level, you should go and check out some of my earlier content about Organo Gold, which you might even hear the recovering Hunbot bring up every once in a while, because she was doing content on OneCoin and they overlapped with them at the same time, because I got into an argument with Tom Brooks from 90 Day Fiance, and I'm still waiting for him to sue me. Tom, what happened?
Doing it, and
My video's still up, Tom. It's been up now for a long time. I'm pretty sure they found out you were selling MLMs, Tom Brooks.
Understand how to do it, which is why when I found OnPassive, I thought, wow.
Yeah, I'm the one that outed what Tom Brooks did for a living when he was on 90 Day Fiance with Darcy the last time. That was me.
This is something that they're going to do for you. I don't need to worry about that bit. I'm going to concentrate on the bits that I'm good at. Yeah. So back to you, Comfort.
Thanks
Back to you, Comfort.
so much. So right, given the powerful contribution from Andy, and he thinks that understanding the product and stuff, and our topic for today says OnPassive is going to make all of us look professional because they're doing everything for us, but Andy still thinks that understanding.
That was a weird sentence. OnPassive is going to make us look professional because they're going to do everything for us. When I think of someone that's a professional, the first thing that I think of is not that they have somebody else doing all the work for them. But maybe that's just me.
Understanding the product and maybe telling family and friends is a good thing. And I think this actually brought to mind what Marty was also saying yesterday during OP 360, that you need to know your business by educating yourself and all of stuff. So is there really so much need for all this, again, trying to understand your business, the product and all, when the company is already doing it and you already are a professional even at the beginning of the business?
Well, it's a good question, that really, isn't it, Comfort? Because yes, the company is going to do what we've just said. It is going to market for you. It's going to build your website, give you a domain name and all the rest of it. But, and here is the but, and this is where what Marty was saying and where what Andy's just mentioned here as well. To leave it as a standalone, so the company's going to do.
But we got spirit. What? Yeah, we got spirit. What?
All the things you want because you don't want to do that. Are you going to be successful? Yes, you will be, but it's going to take time. It's not going to be a quick affair by any means. But the company are going to do the promises that they said they're going to do. But, and this is where the but comes in, if you want to get to a position of financial freedom or time freedom or whatever
it's the same thing. I literally broke it down for you. All right? Listen, time freedom is just what MLMs call financial freedom because it became illegal for them to claim that you can get financial freedom. We figured it out. You didn't hide it very well. You just turned it fucking financial to time. All right, that's the same as like when you guys switch dollars to apples. Like, you think that someone in the SEC watching it is gonna be like, "Oh my god, apples? What could that mean? I have no clue what that would ever mean. Why are they saying that they're gonna get bushels of apple? Like, no. No, I'm pretty sure they watch one stream of you mentioning it, and they'll immediately put together in their head that you thought that you were Swift and you'd switch out dollars for apples and trick them. And then at that point, honestly, if I were them, I would be a little offended. Like, that's like really insulting my intelligence, you know? I'd be like, who the fuck do these people think they are? Because that's what I felt like when you switched like that. I was like, are you kidding me right now? Like, what, you don't think that people would watch that and know exactly what you're doing? That wasn't that smart. Like, you know, it's like, come on. It's still an illegal income claim for you to say that. It's the same. All right, you're not tricking anyone. All right, you think you're going to trick a judge? You think you're going to trick a judge? Do you think they're going to be like, I don't know what they're talking about when they're mentioning apples over and over again after saying a number? That's so weird. No, we can't. We can't go by those code words at all. Whatever will we do? We must just forget about it. Well, this lawsuit's over. Like, you're an idiot.
Level is, and don't forget, guys, my level is different from Andy's, from Comfort's, from people in different countries. We all have a target of what we are.
Mark says, I've been a numbers guy all my life. There are 260 countries in the world, 8 billion customers, and OConnect Al auto-translates into 790 languages simultaneously. What's not to like? Join today.
Kind of looking for to live our comfortable lives. Then you have to start going down the route of learning your business. And learning your business means exactly what Andy said, exactly what Marty has said. Start delving in to all the information that is there. This is not I've got to go looking for it type of information. Everything is laid on for you by OnPassive.
Okay, so after you spend like 2 hours reading the website from front to back and all the blogs, then what are you supposed to do with the rest of your fucking time, Red?
You want to know the ins and outs of every single product that we have in service at the moment. You can do that. There's a user.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, okay, but why do I need this knowledge? Right? If they're doing it all for me, why would I need that knowledge? I thought that they did it all for me and I could just go and enjoy my time freedom and spend my apples in peace.
Manual, go to that, read it. That will give you all, and I mean all of the information that you could possibly want about that product. And this is the good part of learning about your business, your individual business. So that when you are speaking to whoever it is, it doesn't really matter. They might throw a bit of a curveball at you and say, yeah, I've been looking at that OConnect. Can you tell me a little bit more about it? Now, if you know nothing about it, you're going to start going, yeah, it's the company's kind of thing. But here, go to this link and you can find out more information.
I'm pretty sure everyone that's there for a minute knows to say it's a video conferencing app and then lie about how it uses AI. Like, what do they have to study? Do they have to go and read the whole fucking 170-page user manual about OConnect like we did? Because no, they don't need any of that information. I've read through it. We've read through it. So it's like, I don't, like, what are we studying? Do I need Academy to learn it? I'm scared. The way Red pronounces it as everything instead of everything is like nails on a chalkboard to me. I live in Frankfurt where they turn apples into wine. Yeah, worth more than anything OnPassive is going to turn apples into. Thank you, Mark, for the $9.99. Have a wee drink with us on Ella's birthday. Thanks.
Is that going to help you to make a sale? I can tell you now, it's not. Why? Because the person who you are trying to sell to, or to be interested in what you have to offer, is going to think, well, they don't know much about it, do they? I thought this is their business. I thought they knew what was going on. And all because you haven't spent the time doing a bit of research, doing a bit of learning. Listen, everybody knows more.
Calling it research is a bit much, isn't it? Is it research?
Than other people. I get that. That is just individuals. But there is no excuse for knowing nothing. That is for sure. You're
right, nothing. Yeah.
You can learn a little bit, and you don't have to go into technical stuff at all. You can go basics. And when I mean basics,
So then what are we studying? That just made it even worse. And like I didn't have to do it.
Takeo Connect. It's a far superior video conferencing platform that offers more functions and customability for the user.
Oh, sounds like you need to go do some more research there, Red.
To be able to do it online. Anything like that, okay, you're good to go. I haven't been technical. All I've done is put a little bit of a spiel together. Anybody can do that. But the more that you learn, the easier it is going to become. Now, let's go back a minute to what Andy was saying about Marty. Now, I knew Marty before on Passive. We did a couple of businesses prior to it, and this is how Marty came to me, and Peter Rogers and all the rest of it.
Oh, wow. Go on.
Marty is a good marketer. Right,
yeah.
He can build big teams. I've seen him done it. I've seen what he can market, and I've seen how he does it. He knows his stuff.
Right, like he can't explain that. In what way is it superior? And superior in relation to what? Exactly. They don't know information about what it's up against on the market. They're competitors. They have no selling point. Because there isn't one, really. It has all of the same stuff. And that's what I mean. And then it's 3 times the price. So I guess what are you supposed to say about it? So they're just like, it's superior. But it's like, okay, but how? Like, that's not going to sell it either there, Red. Red in a grave following Tim Dillon. I hope not. Absolute squat, right? Then why is Smarty still so poor? Right? How come he didn't make millions? How come he didn't become a name then? Like Michael Williams didn't.
It is the but. Why isn't he successful already? 20 years, as you said. Why isn't he successful already? The reason is because he can market. He can.
Exactly. Alp says Marty is a good marketer. He can build big teams. I've seen him do it. What the fuck does being a good marketer have to do with building a big team? Oh, wait, the sales weren't the actual goal, right? But you can market the business opportunity if that's your goal.
Get out there. He can sell, but that's only going to last for a certain period of time. What you need to do is duplicate what you are doing, right? But guess what? You can't, because trying to explain how to do it. And I can remember once I was on a conference call with him, and he was trying to explain to a group of us, a very small group, of how he managed to get one of the adverts into Facebook that went viral. And it went absolutely viral. Now,
Wait, Marty's had an ad on Facebook go viral? Oh, yeah?
People took exactly the same advert and marketed on their Facebook page. And guess what happened? Nothing. Not only that, Facebook blocked them and said they couldn't use it. Yet Marty had managed to get it through the back door, however he was doing it. And these kind of things.
Okay, wait. So, Is that honestly what he just fucking said to us? Did he just say that Marty is a good marketer because he made an ad that went against Facebook's terms of service, so they yeeted him and his ad for it, but he managed to put it out anyway? That's your reason for Marty being a good marketer? See, and this is what I mean, though. Like, why do you have to do things in an illegal way, though? If you're not doing anything wrong. That's the thing. If you're not doing anything wrong, you don't have to work at not getting into trouble. You just don't get into trouble. It's amazing. It's actually easier to follow the fucking law. Believe it or not, this might sound crazy, but it's a lot more work to lie, cheat, steal, go through loopholes, dance around the law than it is to just do things fucking legally and follow, like, the terms of service or regulations. Especially when it comes to a business. I don't understand how you can actually sit there, Red, with a completely straight face on and be like, this is how great of a marketer he is. Oh, yeah? Yep, no, they didn't want him to market on there, but he managed to do it anyway. Like, that shouldn't be a goal. You know? That's very unethical. You should be practicing ethical business practices and not unethical business practices. Then you don't have to worry about getting in trouble or having people speaking out about your scam or your unethical business practices. This is why we speak out about you, because you say stupid things like this. So now I have to worry that going forward, which I'm already worried about, by the way, so thanks for tacking more on. Now I really have to be worried going forward that Marty's going to be doing unethical business practices to promote his fucking on-passive shit. Wonderful. Marty's marketing of the carnivore diet whilst immobile, chairbound, and toothless is so inspiring. Right? That's like saying it's illegal to sell those drugs here, but he did it anyway. He's awesome. The cops, they came, they found him, they chased him around the block once, and he just waited for them to change shifts. And then they didn't return that night, so he made sure to go out and sell the cocaine to all the kiddies. What a wonderful man.
You can't teach people. You can give them the information, you can show them what to do, but at the end of the day, they have to do it. And you cannot do it all for everybody.
But again, like, what are you even doing?
We interrupt your program once more. We hope to bring you another Naysayers news segment. Take it away, Beth.
Okay, but it's not even a breaking news update. Like, why do we keep... Thanks again, Bob. Have you ever wondered how AI could boost your revenue with OnPassive, even though OnPassive is apparently not all about the money, but is about saving humanity instead? Me neither, but Marty DeGarmo is here again, and he wants to tell us all about it. Take it away, Marty.
AI can boost revenue by 6% to 10%, say studies. Join the next global AI giant on Passive to use and market the next generation AI tools. Simply register for free at www.coolzone.ai.
Their sources trust me, bro, and they seem to be all about that revenue to me. Anyway, back to you, Queen of Karma.
This is Naysayers News. One mission, one community, one assailant. Keeping you up to date with all the unpassive scam nonsense.
Yeah, thanks. I believe I was on a rant, and I just don't even remember what I was saying. But basically, Marty's going to be finding loopholes in future. And I wonder how Red is going to be turning this around.
This is the beauty about on passive. You can, with confidence, turn around to somebody and say, the company are going to do it all for you, because they are. But if you want to do some of it as well, you can do. And guess what? The tools within our ecosystem of on passive are going to be there available to you to.
Okay, now this would be a great time to explain those tools. What are the tools? Other than the fact you're all a bunch of tools, what are these tools and how can I use them to help me run my business? Not just my on passive business, but allegedly the business I'm going to have when I go in here. Right?
Use to enhance your on passive business. That is why it is a super business to get involved with. Back to you, Comfort.
Thanks. Listening, Andy, I just want to take you back to something you said and what Red has said, you and Red have said about Marty. You may be repeating some stuff you said, but for deeper understanding, because if I'm getting it right and somebody needs to get it like me, the excitement would be real, You said earlier on, I'm not sure about now, marketing skill was at zero, was non-existent in you. And on the other hand, Red is testifying that Marty is good at marketing, but apparently he doesn't seem to be that successful yet.
I mean, she said it. Yeah, Comfort, that's what I'm saying. I'm glad you agree.
But then what brings the joy and the hope here is the fact that to you, Andy, the all done for you mantra is a breath of fresh air. So if you can go back to this and let's see. So,
like this person says, without a doubt, any of us founders can understand the basics so that they can present the on-passive ecosystem to other potential clients and thus get their attention. And I'm like, yeah, okay.
That other people, can gain something from that.
Absolutely. Comfort, there are various elements to marketing. Marty uses something called Aweber, so it's an email marketing system. That's just one of the things that he uses. But I tried that, and I tried MailChimp, and what you have to do is to try and build up a subscription base or people that you can actually target to market to, because you can't just send out willy-nilly emails to everybody. It doesn't work that way.
Okay, thank you for doing the scammer's throat clear, but that's like one of the most old school ways. It's funny that you would bring up emails, but then you didn't bring up social media at all. Like, people aren't sending out mass emails anymore. Tools, so we have free email and free social media and a free link shortener thing. Oh, and there's a webinar platform. Why didn't I say free webinar platform? Well, it's not free. What's that? Oh, you've never paid any money for a webinar platform before ever? Well, this is cheaper. Just don't do the math on that. Don't worry, we give you O-coins. Comfort's quote of the year. On passive is not for smart or clever people. I nearly choked on my beer when I heard that. It was beautiful, yes. Yes. Oh, Wes, Jelly Snack accidentally hid you. You will be back. Don't worry. She apologizes. We'll give her a break. It was her birthday yesterday. It happens sometimes because sometimes you guys like to hide the on-passive people because they get annoying. And oftentimes, I'm sure you recognize them.
The problem is it's getting to that level and getting into that level. Now, once you get to that level, you're still not guaranteed a sale.
Right.
And even if you do get a sale,
PNG folks need O-Connect as much as anyone needs a hole in the head.
The problem that you've then got to deal with is the aftercare for the customers, the support. This product doesn't work. I can't make it work. What's the problem with it? You don't, as a salesman, if you like.
It happens. Sometimes I go to share one of your guys' comments and then somebody else will comment. So I'll end up sharing the one underneath first. And I don't mean to do it. So I'm assuming that for most of you guys, when you're modding, the same thing happens to you when you go to hide someone. And you have to kind of do it quick, like click on the 3 little dots by their name and then click on like hide user kind of really quickly. So sometimes you don't notice that you're hiding the wrong person until it's already done. And then you watch the person that you like disappear and then you're like, oh, fuck.
To call us that, you don't want to get involved in those bits and pieces. Now, what On Passive is going to do for us as affiliates is, as Red mentioned, it's going to build us a website.
Stop just using each other. This is driving me nuts. I hate this. When they're all talking and then they all take turns, it's already annoying because they're all going like back and forth, whatever. And at the end of everyone, by the way, they got to be like, all right, back to you. But like, we just heard what he said. You don't really have to continuously be like, just like what this person was just saying, just like this person was just saying, as this person was just saying, like, just elaborate on it. We get that you're calling back to what he just said. We can figure that out. Like, sometimes I'm like, they really do think that they've signed up a bunch of people with very, very low IQ over here.
Going to drive specific targeted traffic to that website. It's going to close the sale. They're then going to deal with all the customer support because they're not coming to you. You're simply getting paid a commission from the fact that they purchased something through your customer base.
Yes, just like Mr. Mike Ellis, by the way.
I'm Mike Ellis, by the way.
Yep. And any aftercare and any extra sales that On Passive does that customer takes on, you get paid for as well. So I don't have to go back to my customers and go, by the way, we've also got a tracker. So what? The fact is that there is enough information for a customer to have a look at within the ecosystem. Go, that's an interesting product. I might have a look at that.
Wow.
They get some more information and they sign up or they register for that one. You just get paid a commission because that's already one of your customers. Now, I have wiped out the vast majority of the
wiped out
hard work.
Okay.
Yeah. The easy bit is talking to somebody. Now, like you, Red.
Well, I mean, maybe for most people. Some people have social anxiety, though, and maybe the easy bit wouldn't be that for them. Anyway, we have to have a message from our sponsors. Today's video is brought to you by...
Do you have a berserker demon? You may think that's a strange question, but I've dealt with berserker demons. What's a berserker? The word describes ancient Nordic warriors who fought with uncontrollable rage. This is where we get the expression, he was so angry, he went berserk. In the days of Vikings, berserkers would enter a trance before battle to get supernatural strength. They fought with a frenzy. Sound like someone you know? As we say, they lose it. Explosive anger can come from frustration, feeling disrespected, trauma, mental and hormonal issues, and drugs, but uncontrollable rage can be demonic. As an exorcist, I've dealt with berserker demons. If you've got one, you'll need more than anger management therapy. You may need an exorcism of a berserker demon of anger. That's inhuman. I'm here to help at boblarson.org.
Whoa, looks like you got a bit of a tangle in your dangle. Did you know that more than 8 out of 10 hose owners die each year? Not anymore. Hey, turn me on and watch my hose get huge. My mom always told me I was a grower, not a shower, and boy was she right. And if you squeeze me in the right spot, all my raging fluids will come flying out of me, and instantly I'll retract to my small, natural, convenient size. Amazing! Oh, yep. Shout outs to all my flowers and growers out there. And just like a real snake, it can contract and expand like an accordion. You know, we really wanted to name it the Snake Hose, but that's the title of a gay porno. I mean, I've never seen it, but Lizard's close enough. This is my next door neighbor, Sharon. She didn't know I was filming her. She also didn't know I had my hose in my hand, too. If your hose weighs more than 15 pounds, I feel sorry for you. You see, women prefer light, dainty, petite hoses. You don't want to be walking around with a big honking nanner. Oh, Sharon. whoa, watch the whoa, don't get it caught on the thing. Whoa. Hey, buddy, watch where you're going. You don't want to end up like that guy, still using a standard hose, not going anywhere, and he's fucking bald. Fuck! Look at my hose, people. Oh, yeah, it's growing fast, and it's not kinking up anytime soon. Now, I don't know who lives here, but it's time to wake up. Behold, the full length and girth of my hose and its full potential. Hey, can't you see I'm filming a commercial here, you fucking asshole? Wah! Take that, fuckboy. No one fucks with my hose. The lizard hose is about $30. You get 25 feet. That's like, just a little bit more than $1 per foot. Now, fuck it, we'll give you 2. That's 50 feet. Get fucked. Come on, touch it.
Wait, do you have a condom? You don't have one somewhere? Yes. Oi, excuse me there, sir. Do you have these directions? Sure, you just go down that way and make a turn. Don't let her know that your dinger's almost a no-go. Get Tiny Dinger condoms to you discreetly. It's very important to choose the right size, so make sure that you get your tiny size. Don't be caught without a condom. No. Get Tiny Dinger condoms, a YouTube streamer's favorite brand. Located at your local CVS pharmacy, Rexall, Shopper Drug Mart, Walmart, and in your favorite streamer's nightstand. We get it. You're into feet, and not many girls are also into feet, but you finally found your dream woman. We got your souls covered now. Brought to you by the same people who brought to you Tiny Dinger condoms, trademarked, a YouTube streamer's favorite brand, and the same people who brought to you Sexual Endorphin Spray, trademarked. We have now created the Foot Fetish Fantasia Spray. When you're rubbing on her toes, take a deep breath in and smell the sweet aromas of the toilet bowl, the tire shop, dead flowers, and your nana's perfume. After all, it will turn you on more than just her pinky toe will. This little piggy has been to the market and grabbed themselves a bottle of the Foot Fetish Fantasia Spray, trademarked. It made it so much easier to wake to my ex-girlfriend's feet after she posted up her beach trip vacay photos. Grab your bottle now and make that nasty foot fragrance vanish just like a ghost. Located at CVS Pharmacy, Shoppers Drug Mart, Rexall, Walmart, Kmart, Chaz R Us, and in your favorite foot fetishist nightstand. Are you getting upset with people's freedom of speech and consumer protection laws that allow the public to speak out about your scam? Are you giving YouTube creators false strikes in order to continue preying on vulnerable people? Is it getting hard to hold it in? Hold in all the bullshit? Well, introducing Tiny Digger Diapers, the adult diaper designed for the man baby deep down inside who's always on the way to the top where his ears will pop. With our FlexiFit technology, Tiny Digger Diapers moves with you whenever you sit on your chair, sit in your RV, sit on a boat, or sit in your home office paid for by the people you scam. The Secure Lock core offers unmatched absorption for when you're full of shit, which is most likely all the time. These diapers keep you dry and comfortable so you can attend all 500 hours of webinars this week and not miss your chance to sign up a homeless man to your scam. Maybe he also needs the diapers, huh? Brought to you by the same people who brought to you Tiny Digger condoms and Fantasia foot spray. Buy Tiny Digger diapers today. Located at Shoppers Drug Mart, Rexall, Walmart, Target, your local CVS pharmacy, and in your favorite con artist nightstand. No matter where your day takes you from webinar to webinar, you will always be dry and you won't have to cry. Thank you for listening to a message from today's sponsor. All right, back to this lovely mess of a marketing stream. There was a comment here. Violet said they have a vocabulary of 50 words and they have to keep reconfiguring the same words. And I have to agree with that. I'm like, yeah, pretty much, right? And the same few phrases over and over again. Their webinar is basic marketing for absolute beginners. Sherry says, my uncle went to P&G years ago to help the dairy farmers. That's awesome. Unlike these people who just rip off those folks, right? OnPassive is going to build 800,000 websites for all the founders. Shouldn't they have started that already? That sounds like it would take a long time. They practice by changing the site every week, you would think, right? Although I'm not really sure if they're going to be changing everyone. See, that's the other thing. Like, they change the main OnPassive website, or at least they're supposed to a few times a week, but they pretty much change it like once a week, I'd say, on the regular, right? They've missed a couple of weeks here and there too. Like, they can't even do this right. That's my point. They can't even fucking do this part right. But they do update it more times than any other company has ever updated their website. And it is about once a week, I'd say. Sometimes it's like a week and a half or 2 weeks, but they do update the fucking thing all the damn time. We've had numerous different formats and colors as Red updates us with every single week in Red's weekly review. And it's like, are they also going to be doing that with everyone's website? Like, is everyone's website going to be the exact same? Because all MLMs already do that. You get your own, like, affiliate site. When I was with ItWorks, when I was with Sensi, okay, I had an ecosystem. This is why this isn't a new thing. They had, like, an area that you would go into the back office. And in the back office, you can keep track of all of your sales and your team, which again is why their O staff and everything they talk about is not at all innovative. This is what I mean. Most MLMs already have a system like this. So do most businesses, by the way. Most businesses have like some form of a work ecosystem. This isn't new. It's been like this since the early 2000s. It's like, and we're going to talk about that in detail on Monday, I promise. And basically, you also, attached with this ecosystem, get like your own website link. So when I was with ItWorks, I called myself, and you could even look this up right now and see my old sites. Okay? I didn't delete them on purpose as like proof that I'm not just talking out my ass or pretending like I was in an MLM. No, there is evidence of me in Sensi and ItWorks out there that you can find by just Googling me. I'm out here in my real name. I came here to be transparent and open, not to hide who I was. That wasn't the point. But why I started to do this was because I was in MLMs and I had to wake up from them. And so basically, like, you get your own version of a website. So when I was with ItWorks, I called myself Best Beautiful Body Wraps. And when I was with Sensi, it was Queendom instead of Kingdom of Sensi. Okay? And it would be like the website link, for example, would be like bestbeautifulbodywraps.itworks.com. And then that would be the link that you would send to people. And when people clicked on that, it would pop up with just the website. Except it would have like your name on there. Your email would also be on there. And like any of your other information if you wanted it to be. And they could, like, when they did the contact us form, it would go into an email kind of like these guys' O-mail that was attached to our ecosystem, or it was somehow attached to our Gmail. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think with Sensi it might have gone to my Gmail account instead that I had attached. But basically, like, there was a way to write you an email directly from that site, and the email would go directly to you, right? It wouldn't go to the OnPassive company. And what these guys are describing when they're describing the OnPassive ecosystem is just that. Even when they describe these other products, it's just that. Like, I don't get what they're doing that's different unless they are going to give every single 800,000 person, as Chris is kind of joking about here, right, their very own personalized website. And then, like I said, are those going to change up every week? Because that's a lot of work. That's a lot of people we have to hire on now that are just going to be doing fucking websites. And that's a bit unnecessary. I don't think that you've thought about what that entails. Like, with a lot of things that OnPassive has, they sound great and new in theory when you talk about them. But then when it comes to actually doing it, it's like no longer worth it. You know, it's actually a lot harder than what you thought, and maybe too much work or a bunch of new employees that you then have to hire. And OnPassive is hiring. I was thinking about doing a stream about that next week too. So we'll get into their hiring. They are, but it's like, yeah, they should probably be doing this already. And they know who's in it. Like, do they have Reds done? They know he's there. He's just going to stay there. Look at him. They can at least get these people's done, you know, get a head start or something. If OnPassive did generate 800,000 founder websites, they'd all be in competition with each other. Exactly. Selling the same crap. Is that what the founders signed up for? I don't think they've thought this far, because the thing about OnPassive that kind of makes it worse than all the other MLMs out there and more culty is that they also only want you to hang out in OnPassive, in the ecosystem. When you're in other MLMs, although they all have this ecosystem and like secret Facebook groups and whatnot, they want you to at least market to the public or the people in your life outside of them. This one is worse, and it says, please just hang out on ONET and market here, which doesn't make sense because you already have to be in OnPassive in order to be on ONET. What are we marketing? Like, are we just thinking that people are only going to buy one product, so you have to market the rest of the products to them? I don't understand. Like, what is the game plan with that? Right? That's the whole thing with the echo chamber, like we talked about this week. That's part of the issue with it, is that it's not exactly what's best for their company. Never mind just best for them, but it also isn't exactly going to help their company. I mean, talk about oversaturation. That's already an issue. I had that problem when I was in Sensi because literally everyone I knew in my hometown had already signed up for Sensi. So, like, there was no one for me to sign up because they were already in it. Like, I was late to this party. And that's kind of when it clicked to me that you had to be early to this party, you see. They haven't had it set in yet for them. They haven't, like, had these thoughts because they're so brainwashed. Again, that's the culty part. They're so busy going from webinar to webinar, looking for something to keep them going and keep them, like, motivated, because they've talked themselves into believing they all have to be engaged and motivated, present, but then at the same time, it's a passive income business that, like, it's almost like they don't stop and think, which is exactly what these guys are kind of depending on and hoping for. Right? It kind of sucks. Jen says, at my second job, that customer mini websites was part of a larger project I would have to implement and support if I hadn't quit in time. But that was for regular customers, not MLM. As long as it's not MLM, I mean, and it's not going around trying to hurt people. You know what I'm saying? Right? That's what we're against over here. Breaking laws, breaking regulations, preying on vulnerable people, not being transparent as a company. These are all the crimes. Scamming, you know, and then being really culty. See, if I'm covering it, it's usually because it has a very big cult aspect. I always kind of joke that the recovering Hunbot, her thing is like education and businesses and all that. And then my thing is cults and manipulation tactics and all that kind of stuff.
I have an income goal that
Hello,
I would like
Takara.
to achieve sooner rather than later, because I don't know about you guys out there, but I don't like working. I want to be able to take things easy. I want to be able to go and buy an
Wow, for each product, I wouldn't be surprised if they've claimed this. See, and that would make it even more ridiculous. They only have one product right now, but you know that they would still make one for their free products. So, like, imagine. And here's the thing, like, apparently, O-Tracker is supposed to be costing money. And the only reason why it's not costing money right now is because, again, Ash can't take money for it. Right? Just like he can't take money for O-Connect right now. So he pretended to be a nice dude and paused the payments. But we all know it's because he doesn't have a merchant that wouldn't put things on hold. I don't think that they're doing well. He took them to court for no reason.
nice house, a nice car. I want to be able to do the things that financial freedom gives you, and I want to get there sooner rather than later. So I'm not going to sit on my big behind and do nothing. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spend as much time as I possibly can right now to be able to speak to others. I'm a great one for lists. I know a lot of people don't like lists, but I'm a great one for lists. I'm a Capricorn. What can I say? A planner, right? So
okay. You're a planner, but then you joined this company and you were like at all upset about the fact that Ash didn't seem to be a planner, like, at all.
Lists of people that are in various different sections. Right. Okay. So this person works on his own. Right. They might want targeted traffic. Right. Okay. Well, that's in the background. This guy works from.
It's massive now. There's two massives. They changed it.
From home, he probably uses a video conferencing platform. I might speak to him about O-Connect. You know, it's just a little bit of common sense, a little bit of savvy here, and you go, yeah, that's easy. That's the
Excuse me, Andy, you want to talk to me about common sense while you're in this thing?
hard work done, because On Passive is going to do everything else for me. And when we've got specific targeted traffic that we can, then game over. But think of it this way. I take on somebody who is an employee of a large company, and I encourage him to take a look at O-Connect, and he takes it to his boss.
And then his boss laughs at him and says, "You're joking, right? You don't want me to sign up for this shit. It costs 3 times the cost of Zoom and Skype and stuff. Why would I do this?" And he goes, "Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, boss. Never mind." And then he comes back and gets mad at you. Is that how that's going to end? Because it kind of should.
Says, look, this is a fraction of the cost because it's value for money. But by the way, it's got this feature, this feature, this feature, and this feature.
You're just saying it's a fraction of the cost because you were told it's a fraction of the cost. You obviously have not looked into this. I have, though, and it's not.
Zoom doesn't have, or the other platforms don't have. Why don't we try this? They've got a 14-day free trial. The boss goes, "Oh, that's a good idea. Okay, let's send it out to the rest of the employees." Now you've got all of these other guys in your group.
Okay.
What have you done? I've done one. All he's done is send the link out. Now, he's not actually looked at it from an affiliate point of view. But if he's a friend of mine, I'd go, by the way, if you like, you could turn this into a business. Speak to your boss about it.
And you actually think that the boss of a business is going to want to run a secondary business, is what you're trying to tell me right now? Yeah, okay, like that's ever.
Breaking news from OnPassive. We hope this is our last interruption, but we are always here to give you the latest OnPassive scam news. Here's our host, Beth, again.
Yes, and just tell them that the food is for the host, Beth, and leave it at the front. I gotta go. Thanks again, Bob. Are you looking for an echo chamber full of people that are scamming with the exact same products that you're trying to scam people with? Well, look no further. Marty DeGarmo is here once again to give us the latest news about ONET, one of the OnPassive products that are free because no one would ever pay for this.
ONET's blog provides intelligent analysis and information on various topics. You can join millions of others from around the globe in this safe, secure social media platform, free, simply by registering at www.coolzone.ai.
Well, isn't that just fucking fantastic? Paid for news articles in blog form that you can get on ONET. I'm sure people are just running to Marty's link right now to join. Anyway, back to you, Queen of Karma.
This is Naysayers News. One mission, one community, one assailant. Keeping you up to date with all the OnPassive scam nonsense.
Yeah, I also hope that that's the last interruption. Thank you.
There's lots of different ways to be able to do this, but as I said, I'm a great believer in lists. But the fact is that they do the bits.
Alp says. And he takes it to his boss, and his boss says, so it's an MLM company, and the only way I can pay them is to send crypto to a shell company in Dubai? That checks out. Right? Like, what? Like, whatever. It's like, because when you're running a company, you're looking for something else to sell. It's like...
They do all the hard graft. I don't have to advertise.
You asked for this.
Right? Plain and simple advertising. And I'm constantly being bombarded by solo ads. And Facebook wants to put Facebook ads up for me and Google ads. And it just, you're throwing money away because it's never getting there. And Marty gave us a great example. I think it's Shorty, his grandson, was playing on one of the computers.
Princess, in terms of ONET, the social media network is so secure that there are only 5 Indian guys on it.
And an advert popped up for a truck, and Shorty's clicked on it and gone, "Oh, this looks interesting. Let's have a look at the truck." They're trying to sell you a truck, but a 4-year-old is not going to buy a truck, is he? That is not exactly specific targeted traffic.
Why?
So if we've got a system that says,
buy a toy truck, what do you mean?
This guy's looking for video conferencing platforms, bang, there you go. There's
Mark says, we have this feature and this feature and this feature that the others don't have, but I can't tell you anything about these features. I'm the numbers guy. That's what I mean. Like, they always say things like, it has more features. It's the superb company. It's a third of the price. And I'm like, okay, what are these features that they have that are so amazing? Like, can you list a few? What about this company makes it different or better than the other companies? What's the selling point there? And then, like, could you not just give us real information about this thing? It's just all these buzz phrases.
passive. Have a look at this one.
Right?
This is so much easier and so much less hard work, and it's hard to explain to somebody about how to run a business, because normally you expect to have to do everything, you know, from start to finish. And Pete, bless him, has to be a jack of all trades, because he's got to deal with invoices and you know, supplies coming in. He's got to deal with staff. He's got to deal with the rentals or the property management. He's got to deal with accounts and everything. We don't have to do that.
I don't get it, John. John here says, if all of us know the basics of our products, the faster we will conquer the world. Know the best you can. And I'm like, those two things don't really matter. I'm sorry. The features are so amazing that they use StreamYard instead every morning, right?
We'd have to deal with the bits that are
They're not on there right
important
now.
to us.
They're not on OConnect while they're doing this. Right? We don't see the green green voice. I don't know what to call it, but you guys know what I'm talking about when people are talking.
And the more we learn about those bits, the easier it becomes. But instead of having to learn 20 or 30 different things, I have to learn 2 or 3.
That fucking new button, man. I was like, imagine feeling the need to do a fucking whole webinar stream about a new button and a new link. I'm just saying.
I'm going to concentrate on those 2 or 3 until I know them. And I'm knowledgeable in such a way that I've got confidence in being able to not only speak to others about it, but also be able to run my business and plan my business properly. Because believe
Hey, John, you don't need to know the features of the products. It's all done for you. This is what I mean. Like, technically, you shouldn't even have to talk to anybody. So why do you have to know anything if everything is done for you? Because they make big, bold statements like, as soon as people get to the website, they're going to want to sign up as soon as they see what we have. And then as soon as they use the products, they're going to want to buy them. And then as soon as they buy the products, they're going to want to join for the business opportunity. So then you would think that all you would have to do is get that targeted traffic and do the CAPMO, as they say, which you don't have to do anything for because it's completely automatic or automated, depending on when you look it up. Targeted traffic and then money. So why are we talking to anyone? Like, they should just be showing up and then signing up, right? Like, that's what you guys keep saying. But then you also say dumb things like, oh, well, people won't sign up if you can't explain the business to them. Well, what part of that? In what part of the CAPMO am I explaining the business to them? Because you never told me I had to do that when you were telling me about CAPMO and everything. And now all of a sudden I have to research the products and be able to explain the whole business and plan a business that is done for me. Like, I'm doing magic.
it or not, this is the last business you will ever need. And if you consider looking at another business outside this, personally, I think you're nuts. Back to you, Comfort.
Oh my God. That's powerful, guys. I'm just very excited. Thank you so much. So
see? Oh my gosh. That's powerful. I'm just very excited. Listen, he could have been telling a story about how he took a shit this morning. And she's just not listening and comes on and goes, oh my God, that was delicious. I love what you said there.
Red, for some reason, I think Marty has been part of this session. I'm not sure why he's not sitting here with us. So yesterday he said, O Connect is a business on its own. O Tracker, Academy, O Domain, and so on are all businesses by themselves. So by learning about these sectors of online business, it will help reduce the...
Honestly, what do you add to this? Like, are you just the host? I don't understand.
Anxiety while waiting for OnPassive to get to the next phase. So I think this goes back to, I think this is going back to what you both are saying. How soon do you want to get to that top or to make that target, success you want? So over to you, Rex. Say as much as you want. Then Andy has the burden.
I mean, Andy, you said some amazing things there. You really have, and you really have.
I feel like they've all just repeated the same shit. Is it just me? They've all pretty much said the same thing, just in different words. And then they've also all used each other. They've been like, yeah, just like he said.
If you can, we can keep on expanding what we're talking about here about why OnPassive is going to make all affiliates look like experts.
Right, Jens? It's the last business ever because it leads directly to jail and poverty. Is that why?
Quite frankly, it's because of the amount they're going to do for you that you do not have to do. If you want to be passive, you can be passive. If you want to make a bit, if you want to get...
You just said we had to do all this research. See what I mean? I feel like a ping pong ball. All right. And they're just batting me back and forth. And I'm like, what are you supposed to do
get
here?
to a certain point quicker, then you have to learn about your business. But Marty's absolutely right. Every individual product that you purchase to resell is...
I wanted to have a day where I maybe got a break from Marty, but I see that's not going to happen. Happy Friday, folks.
A separate standalone business on its own. We can't accentuate that enough, how important to understand.
I think you do it too much already.
That is. Is it all going to go into one pot? Yes, it is. Okay, because you're going to have this product, that product, the others. You're going to make a bit of commission on there, one from here, and it all goes into the same pot. But as far as how they all operate individually from each other, but also collectively. I know it sounds a bit Irish, but that's also how it's going to work. This is why...
Why are you going to use OConnect to do webinars, and then when you get the link, you're going to use OTrim to trim it, and then you're going to use OTracker to track it, and then you're going to use OMail to send it around? Because that's the only way.
I really firmly believe that OnPassive will have something for everybody, right? Whatever your stage is or whatever.
Honestly, let's hope so, because maybe if she did, then it would wake him up. They could be better than this.
Your ability is, there is something for you in OnPassive, and that is the beauty about it, because they have made a business that is available to so many. And we haven't even touched on the
Scam Chan. I don't even know how anyone is supposed to know what to do in this thing. Because you literally get told mixed messages just all day long and get bounced back and forth between having to do research and do work and make social media posts and know how to market and be like Marty, which who the fuck wants to do that? To like, oh, you don't have to do anything. You can just go and lounge and you can make money while you sleep. It's all done for you. And it's like, holy fuck, which one? Which one? Make up your mind.
Customer side of things. We're just talking about the affiliates. We're talking about the money end of OnPassive, not what the customer end of OnPassive is going to be. And in my opinion, I've said it to Marty loads of times.
Well, you can't say Jane hasn't had patience if she is out. Let's just say that, right?
He completely agrees, and he says it many, many times. I actually believe.
But that's why I don't react to the Monday Fun Day, because I don't see Jane as big of a player like I see Red even. To me, she's just kind of there because her husband is. So what is she really supposed to do? Similar to probably how my husband felt, maybe, while I was doing Scentsy and It Works. Just kind of making the best of it. Oh, good. Wes is back. Good to see you again, Wes. I'm glad you're back. But yeah, that, like, I don't, and also their Monday Fun Days isn't anything that really adds any information for us. So to me, if I was to start reacting to those, I would really just be picking on them. I don't really want to pick on them. I know I joke and I like to put the pressure on them a little bit, but I don't actually want them to feel like they're being like bullied or anything. That's not the goal.
The customer side of OnPassive is going to be larger than the affiliate side of OnPassive. Why? Because it makes their life easier. And really, that's the bottom line and the only need for the majority. How many people do you know that use Zoom?
Not actually that many. I know, you would think it's a lot. Like, I know people that use it, but most of the people that I know that use it it's because they have family members or their work has them use it for like meetings, and then their work is paying for it. And as we found out, it actually is still cheaper for them to do that because they actually have business packages and whatnot. And you can even call someone there if you're a company that wants to use Zoom for your business, and you can talk to someone and come up with your own like customized package price. Okay? You know, they do have that option as well. These are all things that OnPassive does not have. These are selling points that I would say Zoom has over OnPassive. Connect, right? I don't know what I could say about OnPassive that Zoom doesn't have that's important. Like, I could be like, it has some like cooler backgrounds, but I don't think that when people are looking at a product to run their business with, they're thinking in their head, I want the one that has the cool background. Like, this is what I mean when I say like some of the stuff that they focus on when they're making these products are like what we call over here extra fluff stuff. It's just extra fluff. You know, it's like the product works crappy, but look, we have cool backgrounds. And it's just kind of a distraction from the fact that it sucks. You know, it's not actually something that adds to the user's experience, something that's completely necessary. You know? I feel like OnPassive could do a lot better with that, but they don't look into their competition. They apparently have no clue what the fuck is on the market because they talk like all their stuff's brand new. And as I keep saying, it's really, really not. Is it making email clients new? No.
Everybody? And I bet many of those are paying at minimum of £15, $15 a month. They pay it because they want to use it because it makes their life easier. How many people do you know that use a HR system or a education system, or they use a domain name, or they use a web service? All of these things people are using now. Now, today on my live, I talked about market caps and about why that is so important, because it is the gauge of when you are entering the online.
So Chris McNair says, tell me one product that will make someone outside of...
Breaking news about the OnPassive scam, brought to you by Naysayers News host Beth. Take it away, girl. I need to go for lunch.
Oh, thanks again, Bob. Are you looking for today's latest AI technology? Well, keep on looking because OnPassive doesn't have any, but they do use manipulative marketing to make you think that they do. Marty DeGarmo is especially guilty of doing this on numerous occasions. Here's one now.
The Reconfigurable Robotics Lab, RRL, created Sori to precisely simulate softness. In medicine, surgery, space or deep-sea exploration, and agriculture. You can join the next global AI giant OnPassive to use and market the next generation AI tools. Simply register for free at www.coolzone.ai. Please subscribe and ring the bell.
But how in the hell is this even an OnPassive update? It has nothing to do with them. Wait, I have to do the outro? What do you mean Bob's online? I guess we are stealing other people's technology to illegally market OnPassive. OnPassive breaking the laws and regulations? Who would have thought? This has been another breaking news broadcast brought to you by Naysayers News. One mission, one community, one assailant. Keeping you up to date with all the OnPassive scam nonsense. Now, back to you, Queen. Thank you. Can I read the comment now? Chris said, fuck's sakes. Tell me one product that will, I'm sorry, Chris. Tell me one product that will make someone outside of OnPassive's life easier. I could understand a word processor cheaper than MS Word, but you got nothing that anybody needs. Certainly, yeah, like nothing for cheaper. Maybe if OConnect worked and it actually was cheaper than the stuff on the market, then they could have something. It's like 3 times the cost, though. It is all about their products they can exploit for profit. Right? You know? Unpassive is breaking news just like they broke the internet.
Online space, you have to have a bit of a gauge of what are people using, how many of them are using it, and all the rest of it, to see not only if what you are doing is going to be viable, but to see what your catchment is. This is what happens online. And I can assure you that the standalone businesses that Marty mentioned that we know about right now literally have billions.
Imagine looking up to Marty DeGarmo. Just, imagine.
Of people using them already. If you combine them, there is billions already. Billions of people a year use Zoom.
Imagine being like that toothless man in the scam that can't get out of his chair. I want to be that guy.
I think it's something like 300 million a month or something stupid that use Zoom. And that's why this market cap of the video.
This is how many people use Zoom. That means that's how many people that are going to sign up for OConnect. No, it doesn't.
Conferencing solutions.
It doesn't mean that. That not at all what that fucking means.
Stop going there.
Jeez.
Is such a big one because if you break it down, how many players are there in that field? Not many. 10, 12, 15. That's about all. There isn't many. And so when we come into the marketplace, we are going to offer something that is not there. Now, everybody loves a deal. We do it without even knowing. You go shopping, you go to the supermarket, 2 for 1. Oh, I use that. I'll have some of that. Bargain for me, that is. Save me some money.
Right. I mean, I've never understood Outrim because their whole thing is you're going to make your URL, as we call them, Earl, Al, Earl. They're friends, I'm sure. Maybe even brothers. Who knows? But Earl, you're going to trim it to make it easier to share. Here's the thing. I can just copy and paste the link, no matter how long it is, to someone. And then they can click on it. Bang, bang, boom. Done, baby. Why the hell would I want to go log into the OnPassive ecosystem, go into OTrim, paste the link in there, make it shorter, and then share the short URL with someone then? I feel like we are doing extra steps that we do not need to do, that most people are not going to do. All right? A lot of times, too, in a lot of social medias and different places, if you haven't noticed already, because apparently these guys never did, the links will shorten automatically. Okay? It'll be like a little bit of the link, and then if it's really long, it'll be like the ... thing that I love to use. Yeah. So you don't even need to trim it. And this is what I mean. They're like, oh, we're going to create a problem. The problem of long URLs. Long URL links. They're awful. We're going to now make a solution by making a whole product that adds extra steps to sharing a link. And then we're going to market that to people and tell them it makes life easier. It's like, what? How does that work? Why is this a thing? Who asked for this? Who?
And that is exactly what's going to be happening all the time.
Like, why would I do anything other than just copy and paste it to someone, which most people know how to do? So I don't understand.
Mark, Andy was mentioning about they might not want this one. They might have something else. They go to the ecosystem. They'll click on that. Oh, I like the look of that. Put on top of that the direct marketing that On Passive are going to do to every single person who has an email address within the ecosystem. They're going to be sending out offers. Wow. They're going to say, if you buy this and this, you can have that for nothing. If you pay quarterly, we'll give you a 50% reduction. All of these things are going to be doing behind the scenes without you having to do anything. Wow. That is the beauty of this business, is that you speak to somebody, come and have a look. Come and have a look. You will not regret it. Use it. Most of them are free. Have a look at this one. It's 14-day free trial. If you don't like it, no problem. Move on. But if you do like it and you're already using something similar, why not?
How are you going to sign up all 8 million billion people in the world if that's your attitude, Red?
Buy it, because you won't regret it, because it's far better. And those are terminologies that you want to be using. Don't look like a salesman, because it's not going to work. Talk about how this is going to help you as a person or a business or anything like that. That is the terminologies that you want to be using. But to be able to do that, we go all the way back to saying, if that's your choice, you need to learn about the products, learn about On Passive, and above all, learn about what the ecosystem and everything else is going to do. Back to you, Comfort.
Back to you.
Wow. Thank you. Thanks. So, Andy, I just hand it over to you. Whatever you have to say, closing remark.
Is that fucking it, Comfort? Like, that's it?
I'm gonna give you a work back scenario. So let's say, for argument's sake, that you want to earn another $1,250 a month. I'm going to make it nice and easy. And let's say that OConnect, and guys, this is guesswork. Okay, so these are all guesstimates; they're not exact. But let's say that OConnect, for the vast majority of customers that we take on, is going to cost them $50 a month. Right, we know we get 25% of that. So if we take on 100 customers, we've got $1,250.
Oh my God.
Okay, 12 times 100, $12.50 times 100, $1,250. Okay, and let's say, for argument's
please go to the Recovering Hunbots website instead and use that to try to figure out how much money you'll actually be making with On Passive.
Sake that it's going to take you, for every 5 people that you speak to, 1 will say yes. So now I have to speak to 500 people. So on your list of people to talk to, you should have at least 500. If you haven't, get them. Now, if you want 12,250,
oh my gosh,
12,500, I beg your pardon, then you need 1,000 clients. So therefore, you need 5,000 people to speak to.
Oh
so
my
again,
Lord.
with your lists. But it doesn't stop there. This is the beauty of it. Okay, so because
so you do understand this system, sort of. You've
taken on 100 customers. Those 100 customers might buy OTracker, or they might buy ODomain, as Red said. So your income increases. Now, just at $1,250 a month, you are above the UK average old age pension.
Oh wow!
Retirement pension plan that would give you more than. So all you have to do is to
oh wow! Isn't that amazing?
Find 100 customers
rich,
to more than double your existing old age pension that you've worked 30 years to do. How long would it take you to get 100 customers? Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to sit on the phone. Because at the end of the day, all I need to do is to speak to 500 people.
What people in
and
Alberta
I collect
say?
no's. I need 4 no's for every 1 yes. So every time I speak to somebody, I'm hoping they'll say no, because that brings me nearer to someone who'll say yes.
Well,
make it easy.
That could have something to do with why you haven't been successful, Andy. Fucking weird way to think.
For yourself. Thanks, Comfort. Back to you.
Oh my God. Thank you so much. I think we can go on and on and on and on. Red, did you want to make a closing remark too? Or are you happy?
No, again, do you know something? Comfort, you come up with some great.
Remember that by the end of this stream, you're supposed to think that they all look like experts. Experts at what? has yet to be decided.
Great topics. This is why I love coming on here, because they're interesting. You know, the topics that you think of are genuinely of interest to the general public out there. Whether you're an affiliate, whether you're a customer of OnPassive, or whether you've just stumbled on this video, they are of interest. And if I was a new person just listening to what we've been talking about now, would it perk my interest? Yeah, you're damn right it would do. And this is why I think it's really important to keep in mind when we are talking about OnPassive, and when we are
that you're full of shit,
being in the public eye, that we certainly need to
stop lying and manipulating people. You know he's not going to say that. He was literally giving Marty a pat on the back at the beginning of this for finding loopholes to lie and manipulate people.
Think in the background, there might be a completely new person watching this right now. And this is why I love this business, is because we've talked about this now, haven't we? And all the rest of it.
Whose link are they supposed to click on? Yours, Andy's, or Comfort's? Because you don't know this apparently, but the three of you are kind of competing in this market. So when you do lives together like this, how do you decide whose link should get the affiliate? You know, since there's a new person watching, that surely means that you're thinking there's going to be a new person wanting to join, right? Or at least use the O Connect you're not at all using for this webinar.
But for somebody who came to hear new, they're going to want to know more. I certainly would do. I'd be going, what's all this about? I like the sound of this.
They're not even in the top 100. I don't even think that they're on the list because nobody fucking knows they exist.
And that is exactly why I believe OnPassive is going to be humongous in the future, because that is exactly
pat in the back of the chair. I don't know.
Exactly what people are looking for. Back to you.
I'm sure it is.
Wow, thank you so much. And of course, Gifty, the gift of OnPassive, says she really did enjoy the conversation. And she says, thank you. Everybody is saying that. So I really appreciate you for another powerful session this evening. Guys, why not share it? We can't keep this to ourselves. Almost everybody who is here is aware of what Red and Andy were saying. Those who need to know are not here, but let's send it back to them. And if you've forgotten to subscribe to our channel, remember to do so, and see you soon. Thank you.
I'm telling you, if you're trying to sign people up to this scam and you send them this, they're not joining.
You guys, bye.
Thank you. I like this new time, by the way.
Oh,
so do I.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. Let's go.
Bye. Can we end it, Red? For now? Okay, thank you. So that was the Empowerment Network, featuring Andy Burks and good old Red Redfern. And then, of course, Comfort Confor, because she's the one that is the host. I don't know what else she adds to the conversation. She's just there to react, and she barely reacts. And then go, and back to you, like, which they're all starting to do now. Andy was talking about how many people you should be signing up and what the numbers are going to be for this thing. So please, if you are interested in finding out about the numbers, if you are in OnPassive, first of all, I am very sorry. I am so sorry. I do hope that you can get a refund. Reach out to me at my email address. I'll leave it here 1 second. Reach out to me at my email address and let me know where you're from. And I'll do my best to try to give you instructions on how you could go about trying to get a refund back. I'm not guaranteeing it, but we can at least try, okay? It doesn't hurt to try. But if you go to hunbot.net and you go to the OnPassive Founder Tools, which I will also leave a link in my chat right now to directly, you are going to be met with this. The Recovering Hunbot has put together an entire website dedicated right now to OnPassive. Hopefully it will have other MLMs on here soon. Hopefully she's going to be opening it up to like as many MLMs as possible. So stay tuned for that. But if you go here, you actually have data on viability and market size potential for OnPassive products. You can calculate your real potential earnings as an On Passive founder or affiliate. You can watch coverage of On Passive, Ash Mufara, and On Passive Leadership Council members. If you come right over here, there is over 350 videos. Oh, it's not on there right now. She's going to have to fix that a lot. And then there's all kinds of stuff. But where I want you to go, the one that's important for today, would be to calculate your real potential earnings. And then you can come down here, okay? And you can say, oh, I want 100 new paying customers per month. All right? And we're going to calculate it. And it will take me 2 years, 9 months for me to earn 1 million O-Coin. If I sign up that many, like, right away, as soon as this goes live. See, and you can figure it out, and it will show you a more realistic number. All right? She worked very, very hard on this. Please do use it. Please. And that will answer any of your questions about, like what money you can make in On Passive, on passive products, or etc. Please do go there and check it out. Agent says, it amuses me that their only audience apart from founders is us naysayers, right? I feel so empowered too, Violet. It's amazing. Amazing. He is kind of an imbecile, but I guess he was just there to pump Marty up, I felt like. And we've all seen the marketing Marty does, right? I feel like we had breaking news of a bunch of them today somehow. Mark says, any new people watching this webinar would only be there for comedy purposes. There are no idiots left to scam apart from each other. You're not always an idiot if you join. You maybe just don't know technology, or you're from an area that doesn't really have it as they prey on. But yes, in Western society, definitely no one else is going to join this thing. Anyone that's in it now, from like the US, Australia, the UK, Canada, all around. All right, listen, they're probably at the top scamming. But they know better. They know better. Or maybe they're missing a few screws, I liked this, though. If you gave Marty a pat on the back, would Marty know? I've been thinking about this since you said this, and I don't know. I'm still not sure. But I did want to take the opportunity just to throw in one more.
Stop going there.
Thank you so much for hanging out with me during this live stream. I hope that all of you have a fabulous rest of your Friday. Remember that today, this was brought to you by my fabulous, amazing members. The best way to help support the channel is by joining and becoming a member. So please think about it if you haven't done so yet. I hope all of you have a wonderful weekend. I might be putting up a video or two over the weekend, so stay tuned just in case. There'll probably be shorter ones if I do, but maybe not. So if not, then Monday, probably around 1 p.m. Eastern, it should be okay to stream at our normal time. We will meet back up again for a Naysayers webinar meeting where we will celebrate MLM Monday together. I love all of you. Thank you so much for all of your support. I hope all of you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Again, like I said, and I'll see you all on Monday. Mwah! Bye! And happy birthday, Mr. Level!
My name is Ash Mufara, and I'm your friend. My name is Ash Mufara, and I'm your friend.
Yeah, Red, we're done.
I'm Mike Ellis, by the way.
Call me Reverend Jim Jones, okay?
Let's go to Guyana. All right, no joke. If that's a call. Hey, hey, hey!
And I'm your friend.
I don't know what you're doing here or why you're doing this during the outro, but we're done. Like, whatever you had to say, too bad.
That negative YouTube channel has got more followers on it than I do on my own. It breaks my heart.
And I'm your friend. My name is Ashmo Potter. If you're rude, if you've been doubting or spying, or we know who you are.
Stop going there. She wants to be the first to make us look silly. Yeah, Queen of Karma's on there asking for a debate. That's the lady I brought on. Her debate was 3-minute ash.
Okay, no, Red, you had your chance. Like, enough is enough, dude. Like, we gotta wrap this up. We gotta end this.
Another Queen of Karma asking about why don't we answer the questions on the I think we've answered that over and over again. I've been answering them over and over. It's not the answer you want, but yeah. Only Reverend Jim Jones, okay? Let's go to Guyana, all right? No joke.
Alright, this is a great way to start your day. Come here and tune in to Crazy Man talking about their experiences.
Red, your sound isn't even working. Like, you're just staring at us. Will you fucking turn this off?
My name is Ashmo Potter, and I'm your friend.
Have a fabulous weekend. Bye, everyone. Love you.
I'm Mike Elch, by the way.
And I'm your friend.
Stop going there.
For fuck's sakes, Red, you can't do anything right.
That negative YouTube channel has got more followers on it than I do on my own. It breaks my heart.
And I'm your friend. My name is Ashmo Potter.
Stop going there. Yeah, Queen of Karma's on there.
My name is Ashmo Potter, and I'm your friend.
Let's go to Guyana.
Oh, for fuck's sake.